All right, it's the World Teachers Day, and in Nigeria, teachers are calling for government's attention to their plight, and they insist the reward should be on earth and not in heaven. They want better remuneration and welfare packages.
Now, this request has been long overdue, and obviously not the first time teachers will be bearing their minds on their welfare. Recently, some teachers made public their grounds with the government. Let's listen to them.
14 September salary and leave bonus of 2013 in the southwest. Ekiti State is the only state that is left behind without recognizing the degree holders in the primary school with financial benefits. A teacher will not go to the class to teach without being fed well.
Today, retirees are no longer sure of when their entitlement will be paid. And that's why workers of Oyo State today must take their destinies in their hand by creating social security funds and then in preparation for out-of-service comfort.
All right, with us via phone is the NUT chairman of Oyo State, Comrade Niyi Akanwo. Many thanks for joining us, Comrade. What do you make of today? Do you have a reason to celebrate?
Well, thank you, my sister. It's going to be a very low-key program due to the situation presently, due to what we are facing presently. I mean, we teachers. The time is not all that okay for us concerning our remuneration, salary-wise, and everything that will make us happy. We are not happy.
All right, Comrade Akanwo, let us go back memory lane somehow. Has there been any time when the teachers have really been happy? And if there is, or if there was, can you give us a picture of what teachers really, what they look forward to and what really makes them happy?
Well, thank you. You know, some time ago, we started the issue of 27.5. We won the war, and we were collecting it. And the salary were released to us as at when due. But immediately this recession thing started, we had it tough. So that is the present situation. And what we are really expecting now is a situation where teachers will get their salary, their remuneration, their promotion, their leave allowances as at when due. Because there are some things our government do not care to know. And that thing is that the good working condition of teachers leads to good learning condition of the students. If teachers are not well remunerated, if they are not happy, I wouldn't know somebody that is not happy. I wouldn't know how we will be able to give the best out. So that is the situation present.
All right. The global education agenda of 2030 highlights key issues. One of them is the remuneration. Another one is recruitment and, of course, training of teachers. How would you rate Nigerian teachers in this sphere?
The remuneration, well, no pass mark. I would say no pass mark, because like in my state now, the secondary school teachers are still expecting their April salary, while primary school teachers are expecting their June salary. Why for the recruitment, that one is also very low, very, very low. And year in, year out, teachers are retiring. So they should be replaced to get things moving well. And the training in the past, some years back, it was okay, but presently, there's nothing we can reckon with on the training and retraining again.
All right, Comrade, from everything you've told us now, it seems to be more about issues of salary, welfare packages for teachers, and from all reports and from all analysis and data, it tells that the quality of education is dropping and the teachers are responsible for teaching young people. So how do we reconcile these differences?
I will never subscribe to that.
All right, let me hear you.
There are many things leading to that declining.
Okay.
Declining situation. You say the role of government is there. Go to some schools. The environment will not be conducive for learning. When your students are learning in the class, you see hawkers moving around. There will be digression. There will be, something that will not allow students to be attentive in the classroom. And look at the building. When it's raining, no lecture, no fence, no materials, no science equipment, and so on like that. So, and let's go to the parents also. The issue of this political era has made, some parents to leave their responsibility for the government in the area of purchasing books. When you get to a classroom where you use the textbook to teach, like English language now, there's no way you can teach subjects like comprehension, summary without the textbook. So when you get to the classroom now, out of 40 or 50 students, you get only 1 or 2 students having the textbook. How will the teacher be able to teach? How will the teacher give out assignments to such pupils? So these are the things that are affecting not only teachers. And teachers are not enough in some schools. So some subjects are crying for teachers. So these are some of the situations
Okay.
which, is affecting the performance
Yeah.
of the students in the examination.
Yeah, comrade, let me stay with you on the quality of teachers. If we go back to the source of all of this, where students who are graduating from the colleges of education, now we don't have the grade 2 issues anymore, but even from the Department of Education and all of that, we also see, there are also reports that the quality is also dropping from among the teachers, people who are graduating to become teachers. So if we have that situation there, how do we lay the blame only on the circumstances surrounding the students and not the teachers?
Well, thank you, my brother. What you are saying now, I wouldn't know how somebody that is qualified to attend either College of Education or Department of Education at the university will come out with past grade or good grade, and you say it's not qualified. And there's one other thing now that is happening in schools that we are doing ourselves. We arrange through the principals to make sure that any new teacher recruited will be given, something like orientation. They try them, they see how they can perform, and they teach them. The old teachers will teach them how they will perform. That is what they do in my state. The principals are, they do arrange for that. Any teacher getting to a new school, the old teachers will arrange for them. They give them the necessary things, the necessary knowledge that will make them perform better. And if anyone is not performing better, the principal is there. Our principals are really working on that. They are there. They make sure they work on that.
And that's what we are saying too. What if the foundation is warped? What can the righteous do according to the Holy Book? If the principals too are not well grounded, what will the new teachers do?
I'm saying that anyone appointed as teachers, anyone appointed in Oyo State now, presently, as teacher, there is no way it can never be performed. There's no way he can never perform according to what he should do. He or she should do. He must be able to perform because there is orientation and orientation. Within the school system, there is orientation. We give them what to do. And there is one other thing that we try to do in my state. It's not compulsory. If you have a topic that you feel is somehow difficult, that you don't know how to teach very well, you go to your senior teacher, explain to me, or the senior teacher will come to the classroom, teach, the teacher will sit down there. That is some of the things we are doing in the state to make sure that teachers are improving and are performing well.
All right. Comrade, we'll come back to you shortly on this. I'll still keep you online. Now, have you ever imagined a world without teachers? Well, it is like staying in a world with no air and no one will survive. I'm telling you that. And that's how important teachers are to our society. They breed, nurture, train, and model lives. let's celebrate our teachers on this World Teachers Day. Now, this year's celebration themed Valuing Teachers, Improving Their Status aims to create awareness on the indispensable role of teachers and also to appreciate the vital contributions that teachers make to education and development.
In the past, teachers were motivated and had no option than to deliver and defend their pay. The goodwill they enjoyed was second to none. They were given the same level of respect accorded village heads, chiefs in those days, and they enjoyed good packages both from the government and others. Despite having the great responsibility of molding lives, the welfare package of Nigerian teachers is among the worst in the world. They operate from not too friendly work environment with meager and irregular salaries, which is usually not commensurate with the pay of their counterparts in other sectors.
Now, many teachers owed salaries for many months in some states in Nigeria. Teachers, particularly those in the public schools, are paid according to their levels. Now, some of their counterparts in private schools are not that lucky. Some of them earn as little as 10,000 naira a month, while some others in highly sophisticated schools earn well above 150,000 naira per month. Now, this has greatly resulted into apathy for the teaching profession because of poor remuneration, welfare packages, poor supervision, and training, among others.
A primary school teacher in South Africa earns an average salary of 147,000 rand per year. That's approximately 3 million naira, 400,000 naira per annum. High school teachers in South Africa earn an average of 160,000 rand per year. That's up to 3.7 million naira. The salary increases with a year of experience, of course, per scale. The Teachers Service Commission in Kenya determines the salary scale for teachers. The teachers are paid according to their job groups and level. Primary school teachers, for instance, earn between 16,000 to 39,000 Kenya shillings. Approximately, that's about 40,000 to 120,000 naira per month.
Now, according to the American National Education Association, depending on the state, high school teachers in the United States get as much as $48,631. That's more than 15 million naira per annum. Now, their salaries may be higher depending on location. Now, according to the Nigerian Union of Teachers, more than 600 teachers have been killed in the northeast since the Boko Haram insurgency started, while 19,000 teachers are among the internally displaced persons, and that's the IDP.
What exactly can be done to improve the status of teachers in Nigeria? That's the question.
That's a big question.
And that's the theme for this year, really improving their status. Right? So we're back to you now, comrade. The song has been remuneration, but beyond remuneration, what else can be done?
Beyond remuneration, we need a good learning environment, good and conducive learning environment for teachers. So that when you are going to work in the morning, you feel happy, you feel fulfilled after a day's work. Also, this issue of training and retraining should be back. So that it should be annually. A set this year, another set the other year, so like that it will be going around. Also, the issue of promotion and some other things, that one will go with remuneration. And when we look at the situation very well, we'll see that there are some states that do not give regard to teachers, that do not value them at all. And this should be stopped. Teachers should be valued. We should appreciate them. As I said earlier, when we appreciate teachers, when we value them, when we give them a good working condition, then they will give out good learning conditions for our pupils, and the output will be positive for us.
All right.
Instead, now
quickly.
In some countries now, when you look at the situation in some countries, you see that Nigeria is lagging behind. So that is the situation.
All right, Comrade Nia Konwo, thank you very much for joining us on TVC Breakfast. All right, let's bring in Foladele in here to give us a perspective of how Nigerians are reacting to this. Fola, good morning.
Mike.
And
Good
happy Teachers
Salami.
Day.
Thank you.
You're not the teacher, though.
I say thank you because I'm actually excited about today because I once worked as a teacher.
Yeah,
for about
I
a
was
year.
once a teacher too.
And it's no easy task.
It wasn't easy.
Oh
You
my
wake up
goodness.
every day thinking, in fact, you have to go on research
Yes.
on how to teach, how best to teach
Can
and
I
all
blow
of
your
that.
mind? I have a background in education.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I have an NCE, and I won the best teaching practice student for the year. I graduated in
that's-
1996.
That's good. So we all have teachers in the house.
I'm a damn good teacher.
Okay, this is a damn good teacher. All right, well, let's see what people are saying online around the globe, not just in Nigeria, actually. First one here from at Miss Kelsey MSW. She says, "Happy World Teachers Day, dedicated to all the teachers who taught me throughout my GCSEs." Next one from at Sosa Oksana says, "Happy World Teachers Day to the inspiring teachers who sacrifice time and effort to light the way to future generations." Next one from at Khalil Nuri says, "Today is marked as World Teacher Day, the group of state employees who receive the lowest rates of salary in Afghanistan." So this is not just a Nigerian problem. Next one, bringing it to Nigeria now, at Ogbeni Dipo says, "Some states in Nigeria still spend billions on pilgrimage. States that owe teachers salary. States with dilapidated schools. Disgraceful." Next one from at Pepple Gift, who says, "I hope I live to see a Nigeria where politicians and high school teachers earn the same salary." And this was the response to that from at Corina Pickering, who says to Pepple Gift, "Before we live to see that, we need to get teachers in Nigeria paid their salaries. So before you can even say get paid the same salaries as politicians, even get paid first."
Get paid
Yeah.
first. That's primary.
So this is it is a really sad one because we said earlier about how hard these teachers work, and it can be quite frustrating. You're teaching little kids as little as 4, 3.
At that time, you have to contend with teaching them what is in the curriculum and then trying to get them to concentrate.
Home training as well.
Home training. So it's a whole lot. Sometimes you go home with headaches for weeks and all. I remember when I started teaching, the first 1 month, I had a non-stop headache because of talking and talking. You're talking here, the student is looking somewhere else. You have to get their attention.
Yeah.
For me, I had
it's a whole lot
lesson
of
notes
work.
that I never even followed because we never could progress. The students just wouldn't get it, and we would spend weeks on subjects sometimes, on topics rather, because they just wouldn't grasp the
And you
the
have to
topic,
be
and you
able
have
to
to
make
spend
them
time
know
on
it before you move
exactly,
ahead.
and they claim they understand, but they don't.
For those who are trained teachers, we have an edge to an extent because you know what to do when you know the how and how to get things done. So come for lectures
School us,
later.
Musalami, school
Well,
us.
come for lectures later on. But perhaps that we didn't touch on the issue of the villages, the teachers in the villages and the rural areas.
Yeah.
Are they even celebrating today?
That was
Well,
where I taught in
it's-
Osun State, in a little village, and boy, gosh, the foundation, the kids, you have to talk about how, these children, you have to get the foundation right. I mean, I was teaching in secondary school, and I realized that they had gotten it wrong even from primary and nursery. Some of them didn't even go to
Exactly.
primary.
So how to get them right at that point?
Hard task.
All right, Fola, thank you for.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Mike Ambusalami.
Thank you.
All right, this is where we come to the end of this segment now, but certainly we have other topics to talk about. Stay with us.